Right, Andrew Dunn.
Yes.
It's really lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Welcome to Southend.
Brilliant,
and
yeah.
to Wycliffe's Pavilion. Got a lovely view, I think.
Fantastic view, yeah. It's the first time I've been here, so...
Is it?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that,
No.
because you've been touring with this show for quite
Yeah,
some time now,
yeah.
haven't you?
Yes, it's
You
my
must
third
really-
tour,
Yeah,
and we started in 2014.
yeah.
Not all continuously for the last 5 years, you know, but
No,
with
no.
breaks in between. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But you must love you've played the same character, haven't you?
I have, yes. There's, I think there's 4 of us have done all 3 tours, and then on this tour we've got a couple from the first tour have come back, and a couple from the second tour have come back, and we've got a few new ones in. Yeah.
That's nice. It's
good.
like a full Monty family.
Yeah, it's
kind
great,
of thing.
yeah.
Before we talk any more about full Monty,
Right.
I hope you don't mind me asking, because Victoria Wood is a big heroine, or was a big heroine
yeah,
of mine. And
yeah.
of course, you worked with her in Dinnerladies.
Yes, I was lucky enough to work with her in Dinnerladies, yes. And yes, it was a big shock when she passed away, because she was so private, I didn't know she was that ill.
Didn't you?
No, so it was a bit of a shock, and
Yeah.
I still don't believe it now, actually, really. So.
No, I mean, I know how shocked I felt when I
Yeah,
heard it.
yeah.
I can remember I was sitting in the car and just thinking, oh my God, I actually felt genuinely
Yeah.
upset. But for somebody who actually knew her and
Yeah.
worked with her,
Yeah, it doesn't seem real, but I mean, because you're not with that person every day, sort of thing, and she was obviously an important part of my career, sort of thing. So I kept in touch with her. So
Yeah.
I just imagine she's still out there, really.
yeah, she was too young, wasn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
So did you know her before you?
No, not at all. No, and before Dinnerladies, which I've got to say is 20 years ago since we
That's
made it.
scary, isn't
It's
it?
scary.
Gosh.
She obviously wrote for the people she knew and cast the people she wrote for. There was 3 of us who had to audition. There was Maxine Peake, Shauna Galati and myself who had to audition. So I went through this auditioning process, that's the word, yes, and got through to the second round, and then we had to go and sit and read with all the other people around the table.
Victoria was in on all the auditions.
Yes,
you?
she was, yeah.
So was it any different to any other audition that you'd done?
No, strangely enough, I felt quite confident for some reason, because I'm not the most confident auditioner, but for some reason I got it in my mind. I knew Victoria had written the script, and I knew how she spoke really quickly and everything.
Yeah.
And there was one speech with no commas or full stops, grammar in anything.
Oh, really?
So I just went for it and I got it through, and she said, "You're the first person who's done that."
Really? So she wanted it to be read like that?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you could hear her voice in it,
Yeah.
because she's written it. You could hear her saying it, so...
Oh,
yeah.
brilliant. And it must have been such an amazing experience. I heard that she used to... you used to have to perform it in front of... Did you perform it in front of an audience?
Yeah.
And then she'd go and do rewrites?
Oh, man.
You'd have to do it again?
She was rewriting all the time. You'd do an episode a week, and on the Monday you'd turn up, and she'd say, "Right, take a long lunch," and she'd rewrite it again. Then on the Tuesday she'd have stayed up all night and rewritten it again. And then on the Wednesday or Thursday you get the camera crews and the sound crew coming in to block it. And then on a Friday you record it in front of a live audience. And then on the Saturday afternoon, she had a look at the tape, bits she didn't like, she rewrote. You had to go in, relearn them, and then record the new version on the Saturday night.
Wow. I mean, for an actor to have to relearn those lines as well, that must have been a challenge.
I remember, well, there was one speech I can't remember, so yeah, she was getting a bit annoyed, I think, after about the 15th take.
I bet. It must have been really hard, though. Were you not extra nervous working with the person who wrote what you're saying?
No, it wasn't that I was nervous, but she was quite demanding. You know? She knew what she
serious.
wanted and had to do it, and if you weren't saying it or doing it right, she'd let you know.
But the end result was brilliant.
Certainly, yeah, it's all down to her. And I said when she passed away, I thought, well, that's a shame, because she was only in her early 60s, and who knows what else could have come out of that clever brain of hers.
So much more to give, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Very sad. So let's just talk about Full Monty.
Full Monty, right.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, tell us who you are in it, and and a little bit about. I think it kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? But
well,
just in case there's somebody
Full
doesn't
Monty
know.
is based on the film The Full Monty.
Yeah, and written by the same
Written
person.
by the same Simon Beaufoy adapted it for the stage after the film had come out. The film came out in the 70s, and it was one of the most popular British films of its time. It's set in northern England, Sheffield, in the 1980s, when at the time when lots of old industries were being closed down. So this one happens to be the steelworks of Sheffield. So whole communities were being devastated and wiped out, and, because the whole community worked in that one place, basically. And the repercussions of that still going on in lots of places, sort of thing. So that's where the background of the film and the play follows the six guys who get together. The main guy, Gary, played by Gary Lucy, comes up with this idea to do this sort of Chippendale type thing in order to earn some money so that he can pay his wife the child benefit that allows him to see his child. So he comes up with that, and he drags all these disparate people from all from the steelworks, all different types of people together, and we end up doing this dance routine at the end. But the actual play follows everyone's story. It's great. And, my character, for instance, is called Gerald. He's the eldest of them, and he used to be their foreman, and he's a bit snobby, and he's living a lie, really. He hasn't told his wife that he's unemployed, so he pretends to still be going out to work every morning. And
there probably were men like that.
Yeah, I think it defines, at that era, I think, men who had jobs in one industry all their lives, it defines who they are and what they are. You know, and the fact that he was a foreman, he'd probably worked his way up a bit.
His dad had probably been one.
All that sort of thing, so his pride won't let him admit to his wife that he's unemployed.
Isn't it? And his wife's just living the dream still, I suppose.
Sort of,
Going booking holidays.
That's correct, that's correct.
Like that, So although there's a lot of fun to be had in this show, isn't there?
Yeah.
It is also quite gritty, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, it's a play, isn't it?
It is, it's a play, and as I say, it involves, involves relationships, marriage breakdowns, sexuality, weight issues. There's a lot in it, and it's quite sad at times, you know. But as Simon Beaufoy said, he can't believe he's written a piece which is such good fun factor when it's based on all these quite depressing things. And I think it boils down to the humour, the men's humour. When it gets harder, things get funny.
You kind of hide behind humour.
So I think that's what it is.
It's something we were saying earlier, that this play, although a lot of women do come to see it for obvious reasons, it is really, there's messages out there for the men, aren't there?
I've always said it's a man's play, really, because it's the main characters are six blokes talking male problems, male ideas, and joking and the way they deal with it. And when we do, don't get me wrong, we do get men coming to see it as well.
I'm sure.
When you speak to the men afterwards, they've thoroughly enjoyed it, you know, and it's the full Monty bit, the strip bit, is only the last 30 seconds of the play.
It is, but
so why it's become known as this thing.
It's not the Chippendales, ladies. Don't come.
I can assure you, it's not the Chippendales. Come on.
But it is quite. I mean, you must have had to practice that last 30 seconds, probably more than anything else.
I've done it about 800 times.
Have you? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a bit of thong work.
So you're used to wearing a thong now. It's not a challenge anymore.
It's a bit chafing at times. But
Have there ever been any? Have there ever been any? Anything go wrong?
Yes, all the time. Yes.
I wasn't expecting to.
Well, the idea is that as you reveal everything at the very end, these strong lights come on behind us and blind the audience for a while, and then the curtain comes in really quickly.
So it doesn't matter if you're in the front row or the back row?
It shouldn't do, but it does.
Okay.
Because the lights go straight out, right? And sometimes where the stage is higher than the stalls, so the lights go above their heads, so they're just looking up. Or the auditorium is so wide, the lights just go straight ahead, and those on the side can see everything.
Actually, I have a confession,
Go
because when I saw the show in Dartford a couple of years ago, I'm just trying to think.
That's a very wide auditorium, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We definitely saw something.
Well, that's.
But I don't think it was sure.
It's not a lot to see, mate.
What does your wife think about all you doing this every night?
She's fine. She's in fact, when I auditioned, when I was asked to audition, I was like, oh man, do I want to be doing this at my age? Sort of thing, you know. So, and I went for the audition, they offered me the job, and I was still, do I want to do it? And my wife said, you're doing it. So,
did she?
So that's the reason I'm doing it. She said, you're doing it. And
I can't think of any better.
I'm so glad she said yes, because it's been one of the best jobs I've ever had.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, on that note, you've got to go and have a little photo shoot
exactly,
now.
that's why I'm just
with
like
all
this.
with all the gear on.
Yeah.
So have a great week in Southend.
Thank you, looking forward to it. Yeah, first time I've been here. Actually.
It's been a real pleasure chatting to
Thank you.
And have a good week.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you.